and welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm Mo.
And I'm Chevey of Chevey.com.
And I'm Lex.
Today our topic is masturbation. You are right, masturbation. It's a touchy subject because a lot of people won't admit to it. I know people that say they masturbate. I know people that say they don't. What do you think, Mo?
Well, it is, like you said, it's a touchy subject. Everybody ain't willing to put that out there, you know. That goes to one of those private things, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on the table. I am a person that has dabbled in a bit of masturbation here and there.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, and I don't feel bad about it. I mean, that's how I'm able to sit here and tell you that I've given it a try before. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
So, I mean, do you hide it? Would you hide it from your mate? You know, I know you're single right now, but would you feel like that's something you have to hide from?
No, I want him to be as open as I am. I mean, you know, just explore different avenues. I don't know that I would want to actually sit here and masturbate in front of him because then I don't need you to be there. So that is where it's gonna. If he wants, that's where it's gonna have to stop right there.
Okay, what about you?
Well, I've never masturbated mine. Not at all. No toys. None of that. I guess because I've always someone had a convenience, and if I didn't have a convenience, I'll just wait it out.
Wow, really?
She's not one in a million because the kid gets it in. I masturbate pretty frequently, and it's only because my man is on the road 3 hours away, sometimes 7 days a week, depending on the schedule. So I have to get it in sometimes. I have moments, I have
faithful.
needs, and you know, I don't go all in with all outrageous with the toys. I'm good with the bullet. As far as the fake penises, I mean, I've had one before, but it doesn't do anything for me if it doesn't have a body attached to it.
Right.
So I'm pretty much good with the bullet. And in fact, my boyfriend sometimes gets jealous of the bullet and hides my bullet.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I may abuse it sometimes, but you know, I mean, when he's home, I don't need it. But
Well, Lex, let me ask you this right here. So you said you've never experienced or experiment with it. I mean, is it because you don't really know what it's all about, or just because you turned off and think it's nasty? I mean, what do you feel about it? Why haven't you done it?
Well, I don't think I was like educated in that area because just a minute ago when Chevy said bullet, I'm kind of like,
Wow.
I'm thinking I need to know.
So
a bullet is this silver thing. I mean, they can come in a variety of colors, but I have one that's is shaped like a big bullet. So it's like this big, and it's used for clit stimulation because me personally, that's my main point as far as getting off. So that's why I don't need anything to be inserted. So a bullet is just, you know, it's just you can adjust the vibration and, you know.
Okay, because see, I always thought it was just a little, you know.
Well, Lex, I mean, so you said you never have. I mean, so what do you do in those moments that you feeling a bit hot and bothered? I mean, how do you? I mean, you can't. I mean, you just want to twitch or I mean something.
Yeah, and those
what do you do in those moments?
In those moments is probably the reason why I've gotten my biggest weight gain now because I just eat and sleep.
Well,
Wow.
food doesn't cure my horny. And
No, ma'am, it does not.
I have to, you know, improvise sometimes. You know, my man's on the road. Hey, I got to do me. But what I want to know is, do you consider masturbating, say, you know, it could be during those 5 days, you know, of the month. It could just be that you're tired and you decide to, you know, jack your man off. Is that considered masturbating?
I don't think so. I don't think it's masturbating because I'm doing the act for him.
I think
He's not. No, Chevy, it's not. It's not his hand. It's your hand.
It's definitely not masturbating. It's definitely not considered. I'm gonna let the world know that's definitely not masturbating.
Here's a male perspective.
So we got to
it's
tell
like-
on more. So why is it not masturbating?
Masturbating is touching myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Okay.
into self-masturbation. I would say that it may be masturbating because it's still the same act, but when your woman is doing it, it's much different. It's not the same as me touching.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm with him. I'm with him,
I'm
Chef.
not convinced
I'm with him,
because
Chef, on that one.
Look at my hand right here. What can I do with my own hand that your hand can't do better with my woman?
So you're not a fan of having to masturbate?
No, I'm definitely not. I'd rather have the real thing. And if my woman was on her time of the month where she can't give me the real thing, but I still need to be satisfied, then I'd rather her do it than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's much better
Yes, I can
experience.
see. I never
Yeah.
looked at it that way. I always
Yeah.
just said, well, hey, you know, it's still masturbating, you still getting jacked off. But
Yeah, but the pleasure is him watching you do it.
Yeah.
Your hand on him. It's not his hand. It's your touch. It's your feet.
body, all of that is the difference.
You
You
know,
know, what I'm
so-
saying? Me alone in the room by myself with my
Right.
hand in a movie with fake women on it. That's
Right.
like, what is that getting for me? You know?
yeah, I don't get off
Wrong.
the porn either. But I don't want to see the volcano explode.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like acid. I'm like, I don't want to.
I don't do the porn either. Like, I don't
Okay.
know. I'm thinking I'm like,
So,
I'm probably.
so when he get to that point, you ain't
I'm
ready for
looking
the
away.
explosion.
I'm looking away.
I might look, but I'm not in my face.
But they don't mind. So I mean, how do you feel? Would you have a problem with your woman masturbating in front of you?
Nah, actually, I mean, if my woman was masturbating in front of me, then it would be more like on some playing games type. Because I'm jumping
Okay.
in ASAP. But I mean, I might sit there and just watch this. Because I'm curious to want to see how y'all masturbate y'all self. You know what I'm saying? It's more curious to me for a woman. I can understand a woman doing it than a man. I can't see another
I
grown
can see
man.
it to. I can see it to
doing
an
that.
extent. I can see
If
it
he's
being
single.
a leading. I can see it. We together and we're in the bedroom. I can.
I mean, but
Yeah.
say, I mean, you don't have. Okay, if you're in a relationship, you going home to a woman. But every night, I don't
Yeah.
care. You pimp of the year.
Okay.
You ain't gonna
You-
have
you-
nobody at home every night.
I agree with that. I agree
So
with
at
that.
some point, you know, your mind gets to thinking, you're gonna need a little bit of lotion or Vaseline or.
It
you
just
know?
with me, I just rather wait. Then I can wait that to that next day or that 2 days later, so I can
So-
get up with a woman.
So
that I'm
y'all the
sleeping
two
with.
nines.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
I
thing
mean,
over there.
Yeah.
it's just no point in it for me. You know what I'm saying? There's no excitement. I just don't see myself being aroused by
Is
my
that
own hand. You know
is
what
that
I'm
a typical male thought, or that's
saying? No, because I know guys that masturbate right now. I know guys that openly tell you that they masturbate
Because I got
with
a
a woman. You know what I'm saying?
I got a story for you then. I dated someone and there was time like Chevy, you know, where we couldn't get with each other right away. And that was one of his things of choice. He would call me and he wanted me, you know, to talk dirty to him on the phone while he jacked off.
And what would you say?
Woo. I must have been saying some
Inquiring
good
minds
stuff.
want to know. What would you say?
Chevy, I must have been saying some good stuff because I could hear it flapping over the phone.
Yeah, he was, oh man, see.
So, I mean, I'd have to tell him things. I'd have to make it interesting for him. I'd have to tell him some things that I was doing to myself, you know, to just make it exciting for him. And, you know, so he can get that visual of me and, you know,
And
for
then
him
that-
to do that to himself.
In that case, I can understand why he did it. I mean, maybe he was trying to be faithful, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why his choice was to do it. But me personally, I think in my case, I mean, I never been away from my woman for a long periods of time to where I couldn't wait
That
it
you
out.
couldn't wait it out,
So
okay.
if it's just a week or something, I'm going out of town for a week. I can wait a week without
Okay,
sex. You know what
I
I'm
get
saying? So I
that,
don't have
okay.
to put jacket off every 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't have to do
It's
that.
just hard for anybody
that I
to
can
capture my
understand.
mind like that. So I think that'd be something that really bores me.
That I can understand. What I can't understand is you not even having a toy or, you know, not masturbating. I just, especially if you're single, because some women are reluctant to just sleep with me, you know, when they get an urge to have sex. But I just can't imagine, you know, like I said, at one point my man was going 3 weeks. And, you know, when you're used to living with somebody and, you know, they have 24-hour access. and
Look,
then
that
you go 3
rollover.
weeks.
You have that rollover.
Right.
When that rollover is gone,
So there you go. I have to
you
improvise.
gotta do some
Yeah,
things.
I got to the convenience when someone was living with me, but also I knew how to kind of tame my mind frame to where I'm like, it doesn't matter if I get it then or not. You know, I'll be okay if I don't have anything, you know, of that nature to
Maybe
do.
Chevy and Lex, you know, I just thought about maybe it's the sexual nature. Maybe
Yeah.
some people's
Yeah,
sex
yeah,
nature
she's
is not
one of
that
those
high.
type of
You
women
know,
that can
you may
just
have a, you know, not
sustain
saying
it,
that you
you know what I'm
won't
saying?
give your man what he want when he want it, but maybe your sex nature ain't that high. Me and Chevy might be on the high
But see,
nature
that's the
sex
bad thing,
side.
because mine was real high. It went from 3 times every day to now just cool.
Now see, I don't understand that. Now see, now those things just ain't going.
But see that now
Story
that
of
was
that.
convenience. That was convenience. We lived together. Now I'm kind of more like hesitant. I try to think about, you know, my outer situations, before I give myself to somebody. And I guess now that I know my worth, I just don't want to go out there and just it gotta be
Why they
something.
say you should masturbate then.
I mean,
Well, you know what?
I don't. I'd rather save it so when he do get it, I'm gonna really put it on. He gonna
Oh my goodness.
He gonna
Well,
be
you have
drained.
become my personal mission. It's my personal mission to buy you your first vibrator. And then you're gonna tell us
We'll
the
go 50
story
on it.
on how you
I'll
can't
go
go
50
anywhere
on it
without
with
your
you.
vibrator. Okay?
Okay, good. And we're gonna go ahead and have us a passion party so y'all can just demonstrate all the
That's
different
what's up.
little,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm
things
with that,
us
Chevy.
women, us tools that the women can use.
We might have to touch up on the toilet too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to have a part 2 to this also
Yeah.
because we ain't going all the way in like we want to go all the way in.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we gotta go, you guys. Thanks for joining this episode of Table Talk, and there's definitely more to come. So stay tuned. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.